Ryan Garcia is back in the news. After suffering his TKO loss to Tank Davis, he is now looking to make some changes to resume his career. And word has it that he wants to enlist the services of Derrick James as a new trainer. Let's talk about the possibilities on the horizon. Ryan Garcia is looking to make changes, and the changes that he can make can significantly impact his career in a positive manner. So he's looking now to enlist the services of Derrick James. So it is back to school with Derrick James for Ryan Garcia. This is a very smart move on the behalf of Ryan, but many people may really question where he's going psychologically, because he's had opportunities to work with quality people in the past, and he settled instead of settling in. Two different things. But you have to understand one thing about Coach Derrick James. He is a teacher. Unlike the experiences that are of recent memory with Garcia and his camp, Joe Goosen, who was noted to show a lack of discipline and focus when it came reciprocated between he and Ryan, and he had a non-supportive corner when Ryan really needed the strength of a chief second. Now, Goosen may have had success in the past with different talents, but what marks a great teacher or mentor is someone who can take someone who is off course, get them on course and on board for a philosophy and principles and the ethic of which direction that you're headed. In that aspect, Goosen failed Garcia. So his performance against Tank Davis saw him looking up instead of looking ahead or even looking down. We saw that the entire system of how he approached this fight with Davis, it showed that game planning was not necessarily a part of the process. Garcia is the type of fighter, now he has displayed he needs the development of his personal strengths, and he is a talented fighter. The strengths are there, but the weaknesses equate with the strengths. Therefore, a real good mentor, teacher, coach can put these things together and make him a better fighter. Though he had an opportunity to join Canelo's camp with Coach Eddie Reynoso, the commitment was questioned there of Garcia, who is definitely a bit immature, and they questioned his ethics when it came to fighting, training, preparing. But when you have someone like a Canelo Alvarez in a camp, someone who can lead by example, if Ryan wasn't shown by the leader, why was this a failed opportunity? I believe that falls on the shoulders of Reynoso. Did Reynoso show so much interest in what Canelo was doing that Ryan sort of turned introvert and resented the situation? There is a possibility of that. Knowing when fighters need something, especially immature fighters, they have to have sound leadership. And in the Reynoso camp, maybe the leadership was questionable, according to Ryan. And when you have a fighter like Canelo Alvarez, who is wealthy many times over, there is a selfishness that can exist in an environment like that. Canelo has said that he doesn't even want to fight fellow Mexicans. So here you have a young talent in Ryan who has got the world ahead of him, and Canelo may be looking at him as, I'm not going to help this young kid. Now what he says publicly could be something totally different. So therefore, he was left to slug it out with what he had. And what he had when he entered the ring against Tank Davis was not enough. But the type of defeat that he suffered was humiliating. And to me now, what happened in the post-fight, the press conference, the lack of support, it made Ryan do something that was very important. Have self-reflection, to look inward and see where he may need to improve. And I'll tell you something, when it's quiet, the mind can think in a better sense. The fact that Ryan has done some reflection and has made a decision to make this type of change in his career is an outstanding choice by himself. But there is a must list here. What he needs to do to improve immediately. Ryan must listen intently and embrace what's being taught. Then he has to implement the teachings that he's garnering and believe in the mentoring that Coach James can provide him. If he follows this specific must list, he can improve and become a high caliber quality fighter that others have not considered him to this point. Professionalism also should be a part of this learning process. And when you have a camp that's headed up with a quality coach like Derrick James, who is a no-nonsense, intelligent coach, trainer, and mentor, and you look at what's surrounding within the gym that he operates, you can see the quality and class. Ryan can grow up fast under this mentorship, and it could advance him in his career professionally. All he has to do is be disciplined, and that's what it'll take to get beyond from where he has started and where he can end. This is what I think about Ryan joining up with Derrick James. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are with Ryan joining up with DJ and Earl Spence. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.